Title: The Life of Pope Francis, a humble leader once upon a time. In the busy city of Buenos Aires, Argentina, a baby boy was born on December 17, 1936. His name was Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Nobody knew that this little boy would grow up to become one of the most loved and respected spiritual leaders in the world. Pope Francis. Jorge was the son of Italian immigrants. His father, Mario, worked on the railway, and his mother, Regina, took care of their 5 children. Life wasn't easy, but their home was filled with love, discipline, and faith. From a young age, Jorge was known for being quiet and thoughtful. He especially loved spending time with his grandmother Rosa, who shared with him stories of saints and the power of prayer. She had a deep impact on his soul and planted the seed of his faith. As a teenager, Jorge enjoyed simple things, reading books, playing soccer with friends, listening to tango music, and even dancing. He also worked as a janitor and a lab technician to help support his family. But everything changed when he felt a powerful spiritual calling. It was during a visit to the church for confession that he felt God was calling him to become a priest. That moment marked the beginning of a lifelong journey of service. At age 21, he entered the Society of Jesus the Jesuits, of a Catholic order known for education, humility, and service. He studied literature, philosophy, psychology, and theology. He earned several degrees and became a priest in 1969. Later, he became a teacher and spiritual director, known for his deep thinking and compassion. Unlike many religious leaders, Jorge chose to live very simply. As a bishop and later as Archbishop of Buenos Aires, he gave up luxury cars and grand houses. He lived in a modest apartment, took public transportation, and often cooked his own meals. People loved him not because of his position, but because of his humility. He visited the poor, comforted the sick, and always took time to truly listen. In 1998, he was appointed Archbishop of Buenos Aires. His leadership style was quiet but powerful. He led by example, not by orders. During the economic crisis in Argentina, he was often seen walking through the slums, bringing food and hope to the people. Then, something historic happened. In 2013, Pope Benedict XVI stepped down, a rare moment in the history of the Catholic Church. Cardinals from around the world gathered in Rome to choose a new leader. After days of voting, white smoke rose from the Sistine Chapel. The world waited in silence when Jorge Mario Bergoglio appeared on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. The crowd was stunned. He had become the 266th Pope and the first Pope ever from Latin America. He chose the name Francis, inspired by Saint Francis of Assisi, a man known for his life of poverty, peace, and love for all creation. From the very beginning, Pope Francis did things differently. He spoke with kindness and clarity. He didn't use complicated words. He talked about mercy, forgiveness, and hope. He said that the church must be like a field hospital after battle, healing wounds and warming hearts. He reminded the world that the church should be close to the people, especially those who are suffering. He visited prisons, refugee camps, hospitals, and places where people felt forgotten. He washed the feet of prisoners, including women and Muslims, something no pope had done before. Francis also became a strong voice for the environment. In his famous letter Laudato Si, he warned the world about climate change and asked people to care for the planet like a home we all share. He called it our common home. One of his most powerful messages was this: the world tells us to seek success, power, and money. God tells us to seek humility, service, and love. He believed in building bridges, not walls. He met with leaders of other religions, Jews, Muslims, Buddhists, promoting peace and understanding. He didn't judge people for their past, their identity, or their beliefs. Instead, he welcomed everyone with open arms. Even in his old age, Pope Francis continued to travel the world, always with a smile and a gentle heart. He visited over 50 countries, speaking about human dignity, peace, and the need to care for one another. People saw in him a true shepherd, someone who walked with the people, not above them. On April 7, 2025, Pope Francis passed away peacefully at the age of 88. The world mourned the loss of a leader who had touched millions with his simplicity and courage. People gathered across continents to remember him not just as a pope, but as a humble man who taught us how to live with love and compassion. In one of his last public messages, he said, "Do not lose hope. God walks with us. He never leaves us alone. Even in the darkest night, his light shines." As we say goodbye to Pope Francis, we remember the lessons he left us: to live simply, to forgive often, to care for the earth, and to love without conditions. He may be gone, but his spirit lives on in every kind act, every word of peace, and every heart that chooses love over hate. Rest in peace, Pope Francis. Thank you for showing us the way.